Welcome, wise investors, to another video, the third installment in this series, where I'm looking at what it means to have the wise investor's mindset, which is the winning mindset. I want to talk more about the slogan, only winners invest in their minds for wiser returns. I used the analogy before of the puzzle and not being able to see the picture, at the beginning especially. Being able to see pieces of it, but not the full picture. And then things become more clearer as you get towards completing the puzzle. And what do I liken that analogy to in my own personal life? I liken it to a lot of things, really, but just to stay focused on what I'm talking about when it comes to the Forex Helper Strategy. I liken it to the Forex Helper Strategy, actually. And in what respect do I mean? In light of, I know I keep stopping, right? Because I'm trading at the same time. I'm trying to do two things at once here. Okay, so I just closed out oil, right? So we saw the price change. What happened last week? What did I make? That was a negative. That wasn't. Yeah, last week was kind of rough in the markets. Gold did good, but there were some other issues there. But U.S. oil price is starting to decline. Okay. And okay. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so the Forex Helper Strategy, you guys get access to the winner's financial market report, those of you who get access to it. And I could understand, the frustration that some of you might have when I think I'm done here. Yeah, I already collected on that. I could understand the frustration that some of you guys might have when it comes to following the report. Not necessarily following the report because it's difficult to follow, but just understanding how the hows and the inner workings of how did we come about. Or let me rephrase that. How did the signals come about? How do we know when to buy and when to sell? And then sometimes you might take, in fact, while I'm talking about it, I was going to talk about this for a little bit here. This account right here. Some of you guys might know what that is, FTMO. I'll talk about that in another video. But where is it? Here. Let's go to the financial market report real quick. So, some of you want to know the inner workings of how this report works, how the signals work, I should say. And if we take a look at this, I did mention briefly that the last week was very chaotic. I'll see if I could kind of jump. I know I'm jumping in and out of topics here. Excuse me. But I will talk a little bit about this, and I will get back on what I was talking about prior to going into this report here. But I just kind of wanted to highlight the new positions, especially some of these new positions that have been opened up with the little emoji. You see that little emoji with the I don't even know what that emoji is called, but a lot of new positions. So what we experienced here is called a total market shift, where we have a lot of new positions open up simultaneously. I mean, like, that's when the new trend, starts with many of these assets. And not only in one market, but we got it happening in several markets. So this is a complete, total market shift. And when you have these market shifts, it could be frustrating, especially if that's when you're just coming in. You're like, oh my goodness, what just happened? Some of these on the stock markets that says new and it says 37 days old, this one should be changed. It's not. Once it passed 40, it's no longer new. So that's going to change right here for Visa. Right here. This needs to change. So that's what's going on here. It could be a little frustrating. And when it's frustrating, one of the reasons why it's frustrating is because you don't really understand everything that's going on. That's where the frustration comes in. So there's a sense of being, excuse the noise in the background. So there's a sense of being almost left in the dark, so to speak, and not being illuminated by the knowledge and not being illuminated by the understanding of the Forex Helper Strategy, getting deep into the rhythm of things, knowing exactly how it works so that you too can have the same understanding. So that's why I wanted to start Win University. I wanted to offer these courses, especially that course that talks about how this strategy works. Just like, a school out there would offer their valuable teaching. I want to offer these valuable teachings so that those who are truly wise investors who realize the importance of patience, discipline, endurance, and all these wonderful virtues, for those who are willing to make the investment in their mind. Okay? So that was, I think I started off saying that was one of the things that was missing. I don't think I really explained what was missing. And I'll end it on this final note. Only winners invest in their minds for wiser returns. Now, I'm not done yet. I wanted to just say that when you look at that slogan, the emphasis is on a couple of things. Number one, you are a winner if you invest in your mind. That's what makes you a winner. That was the biggest piece of the puzzle that I was missing. I was missing the understanding of knowing that it was investing in my mind that made me a winner. The act of investing in my mind caused me to be a winner. That very act. And I won't talk more about that, because if I start talking now, this video is going to go longer than what it's supposed to be. So now I'm done, and I'll end on that quote. Only winners invest in their minds for wiser returns.